Welcome to Delta 4x4, off-road since 1980.
Hello friends of delta4x4, it's 2025 and finally it's again the fair in Bad Kissingen, one of the biggest off-road fairs of the world and one of the highlights of delta4x4. In 2 hours the fair will open and I will show you now our stand. Come with me. So here we have our loader tire corner with some tires and our VW Amarok loader tire, who was also in the North Cup in February of 2025. Here we equipped this Amarok with 33-inch loader tires or 305/60 R18 on our Classic B. Rugged rim with red screws. To cover these big wheels we mounted our fender flares and we lifted this car with a Riga suspension, and here on the front we mounted a front bar. On the roof, of course, you can see some Pia headlights and a roof rack from Front Runner and a Wikiwood roof tent. So I think that's the perfect car for adventurers. Here we have some loader tires. From each size we have minimum 1 tire, so you can check them out and maybe you can find a loader tire also for your car. We are also very proud that our loader tire achieved 10 of 10 points in the Promobile magazine in the snow test, so more is not possible. Here we have our small Pia corner with our Pia headlights, and here you can try different Pia headlights and maybe the perfect Pia headlight is also there for you. We have the round one, we have the bars and so on. So please come to us and check them out. In general, if you have any questions, then please don't hesitate to ask one of our team members when you are on the stand in Bad Kissingen. We will help you. Here we have a real highlight of our stand. This is the Mini JCW from our friends of X-Raid, and this is a real Dakar vehicle. He took part of the Dakar 2025 and won the Baja Qatar in 2024. This car is also equipped with a Riga suspension and with 37-inch tires of BF Goodrich, so this thing is really huge. The reason why this thing is on our stand is because we are working together with X-Raid in the Mini Countryman, because we are putting new tires on the Mini Countryman and we are lifting it a little bit. If you own a Mini Countryman, then you can also get a X-Raid conversion with our tires, with our rims and our lift kit, so you also have a small Rally Dakar vehicle at home then. Next to this rally legend we have the Ford Ranger. That's a typical delta4x4 beast with a 100mm bottle lift kit and 45mm suspension distance kit. Here we also mounted a front bar and Pia headlights in the grille. And now to the wheels. Here we mounted our Classic B in 17-inch with a 315/70 R17 BF Goodrich tire, so that's a cool option for people who prefer smaller rims. Here on the side we mounted our fender flares to cover these big wheels, of course. So here we have a Sprinter, a Hymer MLT, together with our partner Freistadt in Sulzimos. You know, they are more or less neighbors of us, and here we mounted our Classic B in 18-inch with a 265/60 R18 BF Goodrich tire. To cover this on the front we mounted our fender flares. If you have a normal Sprinter van, then you also can mount them on the rear axle, and here on the front we mounted our front bar with our Pia headlights. These are the Pia LP 560. So here we have another highlight on our stand. This is the new Toyota Land Cruiser J25. Here we mounted 35-inch tires of BF Goodrich, that's the alternate tire, on our Hamner rim, and we lifted this vehicle really a lot. 50mm with our bottle lift kit. Additionally, we also mounted a 50mm suspension of Riga, and yeah, so that's really a lot. In the end, it's more than 100mm. With the tires, it's even more, and so that's really an off-road beast. To cover these wheels, we mounted our fender flares. These are 40mm wider than serial. Then to the front, here we mounted, of course, our front bar with Pia headlights, a winch from Warn and underride protection with integrated Delta logo. Then to the roof, there we mounted a roof rack of Front Runner with some off-road gimmicks, and here on the front you can see a lot of Pia headlights, so if you drive this car in the night then you can see really like it would be day. So all the people who are visiting the fair, you're really welcome on our stand, and you have a really big chance to win a set of BF Goodrich tires and delta4x4 wheels. The only thing you have to do is you have to be part of this giveaway. You have to answer some questions and then just put this into the box, and then you are in it. One lucky winner will get a complete set of tires and wheels from delta4x4 and our partner BF Goodrich. Here we have something very special for our sprinter enthusiasts, because here we mounted only new parts. For example, here our rims. That's the new Force Light. That's a forged badlock rim, a real badlock rim. So with this rim it's possible to release the air to nearly 0 bar, and then you have much more traction in the desert or on sand. Another highlight in the Sprinter is the new suspension. It lifts the car 50 millimeters, and you can also choose different modes, for example off-road or street. This suspension is a cooperation between KW, and we will test it in the next weeks, and I hope that we can offer it to you in this year. To cover the wheels we mounted our big fender flares, and these ones are bigger than the normal ones because that's a prototype. And yeah, please come to the fair or write in the comments what do you think about it, and yeah, maybe we can also offer these, bring them to the market. Here on the front we mounted our front bar with our Pia headlights. These are the Pia LPX 560, and as you can see it's completely legal in the whole European Union, so you don't have to drive, for example, for the GUV. Then down there we also mounted underride protection to protect the engine. Here on the rear we mounted our spare wheel carrier, and we also mounted there our Force Light forged rim, so I think that looks really cool. We offer this for different vehicles, for example for the Mercedes Sprinter, but also for Volkswagen Crafter, Fiat Ducato, MAN TGE and Ford Transit. This part is made out of aluminum. It's really light. It weighs under 20 kilograms, of course without a wheel, and it comes with a TUV certificate. If you have more questions, then please reach out of us, phone us or write a mail. So here we have another transporter, that's the MAN TGE, and here on the front we mounted our front bar with Pia headlights. This is the Pia bar 20, and on the side you can see of course our rims. This time we haven't mounted 18-inch rim. This time we mounted the big 20-inch rim, and that looks really huge on this vehicle. And as a tire we used a Cooper tire in 265/50 R20 to cover this because of the big offset of the rim. We mounted our fender flares, and these are made out of polyurethane, made in Germany, and just widen the car per side 30 millimeters. So here we have a car from our sister company Loader 1899, a Ford Transit Tornado from Vanext, and here we mounted our Hammer in 18 to 9 inch, so this is really wide, and we mounted our loader tire in 255/55 R18 with big fender flares. These widen the car 30 millimeters per side, and of course this car is also lifted 30 millimeters, so now you can really go camping with this car everywhere. Just arrived the new Land Rover Defender, here our Black Beauty with the Classic B in 20-inch, with the tire size 275/55 R20 BF Goodrich Ultra. So here you can mount very easily these tires without any changes, and then you have perfect AT tire on your Defender, and you can drive tours like for example the delta4x4 Explorer Tour. Here we have the new Ford Bronco with our Hammer rim in 18-inch, with our loader tire with snowflake symbol. So we can drive this combination all year long. These rims are coming very wide out of the wheelhouse, so we have to mount these fender lips. That's a plug and play solution, so you have to change anything beside these fender lips. So thank you very much for watching this video, and please visit us in Bad Kissingen on the Abenteuer Allrad. We are near the entrance, and if you have any questions when you are on our stand, then please don't hesitate to ask one of our team members. We are very happy to answer your questions. Stay tuned.